The Quran contains numerous verses about Jews, some nice and some not so nice.
Once again, beloved, I greet you and I welcome you to u.s.a Media. My name is Butcher Steven, and you know for sure that whenever I get in my city to Bari, dismantling those several assertions that have been made against Christianity since time immemorial. Well, we're going to David Wood again. Surely he has a lot to tell us about the Quran. Okay, the Quran, he says non-Muslims should learn this about Islam. Yes, we're going to know what to learn about Islam. Quick break and we are returning. You're welcome back, beloved. You're welcome back. May God bless you for waiting for us. Yes, quickly, shall we go to David Wood? What do you have for us?
The Quran contains numerous verses about Jews.
Oh, okay. Okay. What next?
Some nice and some not so nice.
As usual, it is very true. Some are very nice and some are not nice. We know, yes.
Quran's claims about Jews have been affecting Jewish-Muslim relations for 14 centuries.
Okay, yes, okay. So the Quran's claim about Jews has been affecting Jewish-Muslim relations for 14 centuries. Okay, yes, that's true. I can't remember even delving into Islamic history. You will ascertain that when Muhammad, I think what is termed as Hijrah in Islam, when Muhammad actually, his flight to this city that was later called, these cities that were later called Medina Anabi, city of the Prophet. Okay, Muhammad actually went to this place, and the place was the settlement of the Jews. Okay, the Banu tribe, that is Banu Kanuka, Banu Nadod, Banu Qurayza. Actually, they didn't accept him to be a prophet that had been predicted in the Bible, and thus he actually grew some hatred for them, and he eliminated their chiefs, and he killed their wards, and they killed their men, and actually took the women for themselves, and he himself took some for wife and sex slaves and all that. Well, we know this. What next, David Wood?
Keep in mind that we'll only be talking about what Islam and ideology claims.
Yes, exactly. That's what we do. David Wood says, so you can mind that we only be talking about what Islam and ideology claims. Yes, that's exactly what we do always and every time. What next?
Not what a particular Muslim believes.
Yes, not what a particular Muslim believes. Fancy we talking about Osama bin Laden? Okay, he's a particular Muslim. How we get to me? So that one we will be talking about an actual person, and that would be like ad hominem. Fancy we attacking the personality of a person. Well, yes, talking about a person like Osama bin Laden. Okay, Osama bin Laden, I think he had a letter written to his people, the Saudis, his brothers, and when he had signed a peaceful treaty with America, and surely he was telling them they were cowards because they should have let the Americans know for sure that for them to be closer to Muslims, they would have to be submitting to Allah. Other than that, they wouldn't ever become the allies of Muslims. So for the Arabian Saudis to have signed a peaceful treaty with America, that really meant for sure that they were cowards, and Osama bin Laden never liked that. So he actually was revealing the actual face of Islam, and that's his action was the epitome of what their prophet Muhammad did in Islam. Well, what next, David Wood?
We're discussing what Islam teaches.
Yes, that's very true. What next?
Our first verse is Surah 5, verse 32, because it's one of the most frequently quoted Quran verses in the West.
Okay, that's going to be very interesting. That is Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 32. Okay, because it's one of the most frequently quoted Quran verses in the West. Okay, I got you. What next?
Because the Quran declares that if anyone kills a man, it's as if he's killed all mankind.
Okay, so that's the declaration of the Quran, that if anyone kills one man, it's just like he's killed all men, all mankind. If anyone saves one man, just like he saved all mankind. And what does that mean, David Wood?
They never quote the complete verse, of course, and they almost never give the reference.
Oh, okay, so when people reference this Quranic verse, this surah and ayah, they never quote the complete verse of of course, and they almost never give the reference. Oh, okay, this explains it. I think some scholars have already stipulated that news anchors sometimes fears to reveal the actual face of Islam, and thus perhaps if Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, Taliban, Boko Haram, or Hamas does something, they would be like it's some extremists in Islam who are doing this to defame or tarnish the image of Islam. But no, if you study very well, you get to know that what they're doing are the epitome of what their Prophet Muhammad did, or what they're doing actually shows centrism. Well, they are actual centrists doing that. Okay. David Wood has a point. What next?
Because if they gave the reference, someone might read the complete verse, and even worse, might read the very next verse.
Okay, this really explains it. Okay, I won't put really. This actually explains it. Okay, they does this because they know for sure that if they ever give the reference, okay, if they show the reference, if they pinpoint where actually they are reading from, if they actually put the bibliography and the footnote, well, someone might take the Quran and read the complete verse, and even worse, might read the very next verse, that is Surah Al-Ma'idah 32. The person would proceed to read ayah 33, 34, and would be going forward and would get to know the actual context, the contextual aspect of Quran chapter 5 verse 32, the information of the surroundings or the environs of Quran chapter 5 verse 32, and thus they're going to get to know that these politicians and journalists are liars, or they are lying. They're just doing that to protect Islamic orthodoxy, or they're just doing that to cover up the error of Islam. Well, David Wood, you have a point. What next?
Watch what happens when we read the entire verse.
Okay, so what happens when you read the entire verse, David Wood?
This is how Surah 5 verse 32 is usually quoted to us by politicians and journalists. Sometimes they include a bit more, but let's see what politicians and journalists leave out. Because of that, we ordained for the children of Israel that if anyone killed a person not in retaliation of murder or to spread mischief in the land, it would be as if he killed all mankind. And if anyone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of all mankind. And indeed, there came to them our messengers with clear proofs, evidences, and signs. Even then, after that, many of them continued to exceed the limits, e.g. by doing oppression unjustly and exceeding beyond the limits set by Allah by committing the major sins in the land.
Oh, okay, so that's exactly what Surah Al-Ma'idah 32 reads. It's usually quoted by politicians and journalists. Okay, so that's ayah 32. And what about the ayah 33? Okay, maybe let's read. No. We pausing it over here. We're going to do that in the next section. Okay, this must be our first section. We're going to do that in the next section. In the next section, we're going to read. We're going to read chapter 5, verse number 33, and there we're going to see what David Wood is actually referencing over here. Politicians actually references Surah Al-Ma'idah 32, but they never actually read them in context. They just do that because, and they don't even show the references, because they know for sure if they do, people are going to read the entire verses of the Quran and show, they're going to get to know the contextual aspect of it, and they will know that Islam is lying, or these politicians and journalists in the West are lying about Islam. They just do that to let you know that Islam is a lovely religion or something like that, or very good religion or something like that. But no, it isn't true. They just do that to protect the orthodoxy of Islam. Well, we call in this a day, and surely we continue in the next section. Greetings to everybody. Make sure to help us in watching and sharing this program. Subscribe to the channel, and as well, drop a comment under the comment section there. If you have any question, make sure to ask, and you know for sure there's going to be a time we're going to be reacting to, or we're going to be reading your comments here just as we did the other time. And I think you heard your name and you were very happy. Shall we end it up here and we continue with another time? Bye-bye.